Hello and welcome to this edition of CNC Talk, special for Beijing Winter Olympics. I'm Zong Pingping in Beijing. Athletes around the world have gathered in Beijing, challenging their limits, vying for Olympic glory, and creating exciting and memorable moments for winter sports enthusiasts. In this program, we will have professionals sharing their comments on the ongoing competitions and also their thoughts on the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics. Our guest today is Farzad Hooshidari, captain of Iran's ice hockey national team. Hello, Mr. Hooshidari. Welcome. I'm sure you are watching the Beijing Winter Olympics closely, so do you have any special focuses?
Hi, I'm Farzad Hooshidari. I'm the captain of the Iran's ice hockey national team. First of all, I have to say it's a great pleasure to watch the Olympics on TV after 2 years of pandemic, not good scheduled tournaments and all the problems. It's nice to see the Olympics on schedule, on time. The teams are, I believe they are more active. It's nice to see them all in one place competing. We were focusing on Asian teams mostly, Japan, China, just because we are on the same continent. We are not in the same division, but we are on the same continent. It's nice to see Japanese and Chinese players on the ice. We have a great national team over here, women's national team over here, and they all watch the games and trying to learn. Hopefully, in the next, I don't know, maybe 5-10 years, maybe they can compete in such tournaments.
The COVID-19 pandemic is still raging globally. How do you think of the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics? Anything impressed you the most, especially the anti-pandemic measures?
We are struggling with the COVID-19 pandemic still. Unfortunately, it's great to see Chinese Olympic Committee throwing this big event, the Winter Olympics. All the winter sport athletes are watching this all around the world, and the way they do it, it's really impressive. At this time, even if you want to throw a small tournament, it's nearly impossible, but they made it possible, and everything is still on schedule, and the way they do it, it's incredible. The opening ceremony was great. By the time the hockey games were started, we were so excited, but no sickness of players, and everybody's doing the protocols, and I believe everything's going great. Hopefully it will stay the same and we can watch the tournament till the end.
And would you like to comment on the just started ice hockey games?
Started with Russia against Switzerland. I believe Switzerland did a great job. Everybody was waiting for a speed up game from Russians, which they didn't perform like that. But this is hockey, it's unpredictable. Switzerland, they did a great job playing physically, and they didn't speed up the game because I believe if they did, they were gonna have a lot of problems. Great coaches, great players, but first games are always tricky, so we have to wait and see how they're gonna do in the next game, in the games to come.
Mr. Hooshidari, thank you again for joining us today. And that wraps up this episode of CNC Talk, special for Beijing Winter Olympics. Thank you for watching. Until next time.